It's my, yeah. So, okay. So last time I told everybody that we will this time talk about ancestors, because this is that 10th to 25th it's happening, right? Ancestral, whatever the Pitru Paksha is happening. So it's an ideal time for us to talk about it in a non-conventional way. Yeah, Shraddha is going on in a non-conventional way. And how can we help our ancestors and in turn help ourselves? Which is a very simplistic or simple way, which is possible for everybody. Okay. So before that, let's just look at the journey of the souls very quickly, which I think I have spoken to. I keep speaking to people about this, so I've forgotten whether I've spoken to this group. But it's anyway, it's nice to talk about it, understand about it. So we'll quickly do it and then we'll do the process. Okay, so 5:45, I will take a leave, and so all of you will, and so we can go. Okay. Now, all of us know some kind of a idea about the story of what happens after we die, right? All of you must be knowing it. So, whatever I'm going to tell you is a mixture of all, which seems like the most possible model. Okay. But how much you want to believe that, that's all up to you. But it works for me for my therapy, so I would like to go with that. Okay, so I will share my whiteboard and I'll show you. Okay, so we all know that we have heard about Earth is 3D, right? So I want all of you to contribute with your belief what you have, so that we can kind of either agree to that or disagree to that and see what it is. Okay, so so this is 3D. Okay. What is that? What am I writing? Okay, this is 3D. Now, the moment we say 3D, you will definitely remember that. Okay, so that means there is 4D, then there is 5D, right? Shit, my drawing is also going for a toss. There is 5D, there is 6D, and so and then 7D, 8D. Okay, then like that, many Ds, and then you have 13D. Right? So 13D. Right? Now each dimension has its own law. Like the 3D law is time and space. So we have passed something like 1995 and we have 2022, right? This is time and space and we are moving in this direction. This is 3D. And if you take 4D, 4D is where even the shamans and everybody work. So 4D is divided into a little bit of an angelic realm and a little bit of a spirit realm. And in shaman place, shamans, what they call is lower world, middle world, upper world. Okay. So lower world usually will have crystals and animals kind of a thing. Lower belong to a lower kind of frequency spirits. And the middle world is spirit world of our world. And then the upper world is the angelic realm. That is 4D. 5D, you have different masters. And each D also has levels. 3D has little levels. 3D, you can almost like a physical level where we say lower socio-economic category, you know, these kind of things, right? High intellectuals, high rich people. So there are different categories, levels in 3D. In 4D is everything, the categories like how I said, lower world, middle world, upper world. But whereas in 5D, you have different levels in the master realm. And then like we'll say Kuan Yin is coming from this level and that level, so many things they'll say. Like that 6D, 7Ds are there. Somewhere here, as you go a little higher, the master who is able to regenerate their body belong to probably 6D or something, 6 or 7D. Okay, so they're able to vanish completely, like those bodies are never found. Like Jesus Christ, he was hung and then he came back, and the resurrection is what they call. And then when he went back, his body was missing, right? And then Ramana Maharshi, Mira Bai, and Kabir, all these people body were never found. So they could collect every part of their DNA and then get out of the earth realm. And then comes Shiva, Vishnu, they are all belong to the solar system level. But beyond which is different realms which we cannot understand, because we have only 5 senses which we can understand only up till the solar system, our solar system. Beyond which we could never go. But how you can understand that we are able to go now slowly, because they have put up one telescope, you know, outside our solar system, which is looking outside our solar system. You know that, right? So that tells us that we are going little ahead. We are going to the different realms we are going now. So we try to understand those realms with our 5 senses only. There are other senses which are required to understand other dimension, which is not possible for us unless we develop those things as we advance. Now 13D is what they call as Krishna consciousness, which is the creator of creator consciousness, and we for our sake call that as Krishna. It can be anything which we don't know. Okay, and the laws which are holding Krishna consciousness is totally different, which we cannot understand. When he came on earth, he showed us only the 3D level or maximum, or you know, till that solar system level, that 5D, 6D level is what he showed us. He was never under the karmic entanglement. Krishna was never, because that law doesn't apply to him. You understand now what I'm saying? Okay, so so this is the realms part. Now what happens when you die in the 3D? Of course, we are on the earth, so we are talking about it. Your soul goes and reaches one of the levels based on what is your level, either 4D or 5D or 6D if you're a master. Somewhere it goes, at least it goes to 4D. And then it definitely crosses 4D. And somewhere in the 5D, in different levels, it stays. Or it can get stuck in 4D itself. Okay. Now there is this higher self, which is a huge soul of yours. So this soul goes into its higher self. Okay. So let's assume there are huge souls. Everybody's souls, and this is specifically, let's assume this is my soul, and this is specifically Naveena's soul, and this is like that everybody's souls. Okay, now my soul, I am telling Isha because here I am Isha, but I don't know what is this. This identity is not there here. Okay, basically whatever here, when I pop out, I go here and join. My little thing goes and joins here, which is one small little part. Okay, the whole thing did not come as Isha. Only a little chunk came, experienced everything, went across time and space, and then it went back. But before it goes back, it deposits all of its emotional experiences here in this place. Charges. Okay. Now all of is there in the collective consciousness? And this collective consciousness from whatever dimension is in the super consciousness. The super consciousness is actually like that, including the 13D. Got it, right? So when you are here, higher self, you don't have any idea whether your collective consciousness, your super consciousness, your higher self, you don't have any idea. But why do we say higher consciousness? Because higher consciousness definitely has a connection with the body which is here. Okay? But through that, you also have the collective consciousness. Through that, you also have the super consciousness connection. Right? So when it goes here, it's the raw rice. It is just a rice. When it's here, it is biryani, curd rice, pulao, whatever that you want. Okay? So when it goes back, the raw soul, which doesn't have any emotions, nothing, goes back. And the learning part goes. It would have grown, evolved a little bit more. And that's why it goes there. But no emotions as such, like anger, revenge, and I want to next time at least kill this person. And all, that is not there. All those are kept here, left here, and it's gone. Okay? So here, there is no Isha, there is no past, there is no present, there is no future. Or rather, it's like everything without any name of past, present, future. It is, that is what it is. Okay? Okay. Now, when the time comes here, I decided that I want to be born, and these are the things I need to learn, etc. And so to make myself, possible for me to learn, I decided my own parents, I decided my spouse, I decided my friends, I decided what are the events I will encounter, where I'll stay, everything, and until when I'll die also, I decided. I had many options also I created. If I take up engineering, this is what I will do. If I take up medical, this is what I'll do. If that happens like that, every options also I create. Every possibility also I create. And then the time comes to be born. So what do? I have to pass through this filter. So that means I will have to pass through this cloud. Okay? So when I'm doing that, I will choose which all to pass through is basically collecting the experiences from here so that it will help me to progress in my life. Like, I am supposed to learn to be brave. I need some experience, no? So that I know how I can be brave, right? So I pick up a king's life or a soldier's life. Like that, I pick up quite a few. I have to be extremely knowledgeable and help people, etc. Then I might pick up Buddha's life. So like that, many people life I pick up. That is only to help me. And then I'll be born to that particular parent. Now what happens is, because I took this king's life and soldier's life, everything, I will also have the side effects of those or the viruses of that life. He had done something to somebody and he was guilty. So now I will have to take that as a karma. Okay. So whatever this guy had done, incompletions is what we call that. These are all called incompletions. And that I need to complete it as a consequence of picking up these past lives. But how beautifully it is aligned is that also would be helping my life purpose. It is not just motivational factor as how to become brave, so I need that, I'll take it, but also there will be few things of that particular life which is required to be karmically completed. That will also be matching with my life plan. So I will take that and I'll come. So this is where we call this is multidimensional, which is a slightly difficult to understand straight away, but this is at the most what we can understand. Behind this, if you have, there is so much more complicated analysis, understanding. We can't help it. We can't understand that. We can only understand so much. Okay, so we come here, and so we will encounter those kind of events, everything, which will help us to have bravery, which will help us to complete the incompletions of these past lives. Okay. Now, people who die, they will get 72 hours, which is 3 days, to be here and to retrospect what happened in their life. This retrospection is also about this current life and also about all the past lives, everything, because there is no timeline in 4D. So all those things will be shown, and the soul seems to remember, oh yeah, I did this, oh yeah, all that kind of a thing. These incompletions have been met. Some few more incompletions you've encountered. So what's your plan? You thought you will learn this, but you have not learned that particular one. You learned the other two. So you tick it, etc. All kinds of things. You want to say sorry to somebody. Do you want to feel bad about it? Do you agree this is another karmic entanglement? All of those will be decided here. Okay. Now people have choice, free will. So they can choose to retrospect. If they're very heavy on the emotions and they're, let's assume they're angry, how can that man kill me? I need to show them. I couldn't show them that. All of it, okay? Revenge. And they won't be willing to see the retrospection. They are in the darkness of their own emotions. They're not able to even try to see the light. What happens is they can get stuck here. Or if they choose to, they immediately take a U-turn and born here, and they can continue. The same type of life they will continue. So basically, if somebody is committing suicide, this is where immediately they'll come back. And the same life will continue. Because those regrets of after doing suicide, they will have to complete it. So there is no point committing suicide actually, it's a waste. Instead, they should retrospect. Okay, so here they can get stuck also. Because 72 hours after the bardo, the light actually dims. It just goes away. Then they can't see the light. They don't know which direction to go because there is no direction and time and space here. The only guiding thing is that bardo, which is a light above, and that closes after 72 hours. So they get stuck, but they'll be able to see everything on the 3D. So they can enter into somebody thinking that when they die, when that time bardo opens, I will go out. Okay, or they can get stuck here only, thinking what to do, etc. Okay, so this is how the total thing will be. Now, the people out here can also see us, right? People in 13D also can also see us. Basically, it's like that. Everybody can see us. Everybody can read our minds. Everybody can influence our mind. It's only that we cannot do anything because we are in the physical body. Okay, so now our ancestors, they could be here with incompletions. Our ancestors could be here leaving their incompletions, right? So as part of this Shraddh or Pitrupaksha time, 15 days, Paksha means 15 days, what we can do is we are getting influenced by these emotions. And if we heal those influences, the emotions, naturally we are clearing up some clogged emotions cloud here, right? The more you make yourself better and better every day, when you go back, you are not going to add some more stuff here, which should be cleared by someone else. So the best thing you can do for humankind is clear yourself continuously on the earth, retrospect even before you die, accept and forgive yourself, neutralize your own emotions, understanding that everyone else probably are not at your level to handle their emotions, and clear this cloud as much as possible. Because when we do therapies, we go to 4D and you have a chance to actually clear the whole stuff. It's very easy. You just need to work on yourself. Okay? Your incompletions, if you complete it in your mind, then you are clearing one of the loops here. How good is that? It's really good, right? So like this, we do it. This is the whole thing about why we can do in our own way, heal ourselves so that we heal the ancestors, right? And when you clear these incompletions and emotions, a lot of people may not have to be stuck here because that is gone. Then they can choose to see up and go up. Because there is a resonating frequency here which was their experience, so they're stuck there because it's incomplete. Okay. Having said that, if you have any question, you can ask. But otherwise, what we do is, as an activity, whatever we are doing, exercise, we can think about one of the ancestors. Ancestors are those who are deceased from the father and mother side only, not from the husband side. Okay, where you have the direct connection. And then actually ancestors are a lot many other things, not exactly the DNA connection, but today we are just taking the DNA connections only. Okay, so if you know that person, you can think about them. If you don't know that person, you can in general take my ancestor, either a man or a woman. Okay. Now, if very recently, if someone has died and not even 52 days are over, I suggest do not connect to that person. Because that person needs time to heal and they may not want you to connect to them. Okay. Other than that, you can connect to anybody you want. Okay. All you have to do is you have to just look at them, see them, sense their emotions, and all those emotions which they're, if it's not okay, try to figure out where do you feel that in any part of your body or in your life, do you feel the same kind of emotions? Then you can just, breathe out the emotion saying that I understand, I accept it, and I would choose to let go of it. Okay. And then it's like a convincing factor for the ancestors to say that it is okay to let go. Because when you let go, you are actually liberating a lot of people from karmic entanglement. And so you can also liberate yourself. Like that, you can convince them. And that will start helping you also. If you have your own clearing statements, R5s, etc., you can do that also about those emotions. And then you can tell them that I'm thanking you for being my ancestor. Because of you, I'm here today. I want your blessings. So you take the blessings. And then you can even ask any question if you can ask. And if the ancestor is not telling you anything, you can say that over the course of time, you request them to come in your dreams and give you the message. Because in your dreams, you don't have your own barriers up. So it's very easy for them to talk to you. And also, if they tell you some solutions, you can ask them, how will I know that it's really happening to me in my life? In a sense, I need some indication that it's happening, it's working types. Okay. And you don't have to complain anything about anybody. like, see, my parents are like this, or my husband is like that. No need to do all that, because that is very human kind of a problem. And you can just tell them it is very easy for you to liberate if you're stuck there. Just you have to look at the light of God, and then you will go there. That's all you have to say. Okay? And then we thank them and we come back. Okay, possible? Is it a doable version of ancestral healing? Okay, good.
Isha, can we think of more than one?
You can. You can do this procedure till 25th also. Because, huh? Tell me.
Yeah, my next question is, these ancestors, some of them, if supposing they're already stuck in the 3D, above the 3D, in the, the kind of area, how can they bless us in the first place? They themselves, not...
Correct, you're right. You are 100% right. They can't bless you. But let's assume that someone is really angry with you, Pala. In that anger, they cannot be kind to you. They cannot tell you any nice words. But when they calm down, they can definitely talk nice things to you. It's same as that. So basically, you calm them down. That is why first you do that clearing.
Okay, if they're angry, supposing they're angry, will they curse also?
No.
From there? No.
Allah, you are very, very strong soul.
Okay.
Curses also, you don't have to take it. If you start resonating with that, you will take it. Ancestor is your ancestor doesn't mean that they can come and mess up with you.
Okay.
You can always say, stay back. I don't take all of it. You can do that. But what happens is, out of love and loyalty, oh my dadi, oh my nani and all this, it happens like that love will bring you, make you take everything. So which you can say, stop. I don't want this. I am different, you are different. You can do that also. You don't have to be so harsh. Nobody likes to be harsh. So, but then that's how it is.
No, this is for my knowledge only, that's all.
Yeah, it's fine.
Thank you.
Isha, I have also a question.
Of your mother or father?
Who is that?
Can you, Varsha here? Can you think of your parents?
If your parents are not alive,
yeah.
Okay, anybody who is not alive, they belong to, if they are your blood relation, they are ancestors. Even uncle, aunts are also fine. They are your part of your DNA, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Isha, Navina, yeah. I couldn't raise my hand. I was searching for the icon. Yeah. So I have a couple of questions. When you were explaining 3D and 4D and that round, like when we are trying to choose a body. So is it some other body we are choosing, or our own particular incompletion or past life we are choosing? Some past lives we
There is no identity of you, no? Where are you?
Right. Okay. Yeah, you said that. Yes.
There is no you.
Okay.
Out there in the higher self, there is no Navina.
Right.
It is just a soul. That also there is no boundary, because it's in the collective consciousness. Even collective consciousness is inside the super consciousness. So we don't have any boundaries. The boundaries are on the 3D.
3D. Right.
That is where we say space and time, law is this. But there nothing. I am also Navina.
Right. It's collective consciousness. Yes.
It's like it's a huge sea. And right. I can't do it. I can't make out who I am. I am the consciousness.
Right. So another question here. Actually, like, see, I am also carrying the karma of that body. Suppose a soldier's or a king's body I took. So that karma I am, settling off, incompletions. But what about my own thing as Navina? Probably in this birth, I had some incompletions. And
who are you? Again, I'm telling you, who are you?
Okay.
My means what? My. Okay. There is no you. You are the product of the past.
Okay. So then why do they say ki apna karma to tumko bhog? I mean, you have to repay for whatever you have done, if not in this life, then next life. So how
come you picked up those past lives and everything? Now those things became Navina's.
Okay. It may be mine personally, or it may be some other person's.
Yeah, it's not at all you, because When we do the past life, many people will go to Sita's life, many people will go to Alexander's life, many people will become Buddha. How one person can be several Sita, several Buddhas?
Okay. Okay.
Right? Everybody will ask, is that my past life? No, we don't know whose past life. There is
Past
a
life.
library, consciousness. You're just picking that up.
Right. Okay.
So
Okay.
there is no my karma, their karma.
It's a
Once you
collective
become Navina, you picked up several, so all of it became Navina's karma.
karma. Okay. Okay.
So the same way someone else also we have little bit of that Alexander karma also. If they have picked up the same karma, same thing. But they will solve that in their way. You will solve it in your way.
In your way. Right,
That is
right.
why it is multidimensional.
Last question, Isha, last question. Of course, I'm not right now thinking of my father who actually 2 years have gone by now, almost completing 2 years. So he died like he was very diseased. He passed away due to cancer and dementia. So is it okay to connect because he might have healed up till now and gone? No, is it okay?
See, usually whenever we are doing this mediumship, we ask them, "Are you willing to connect to me?"
Okay.
And if the answer is kind of yes, how will you know it is yes? They'll make a face, they will go away. You can't imagine how much ever you try, or some kind of a very sulky face you will see. That means they're not interested. Sometimes they just keep quiet. They don't talk to you anymore.
Okay.
Or they willingly want to talk to you. That's how you'll know that you can talk to them.
Okay. Okay.
But you can always connect them with the love energy, and that's like blessing to everybody.
Right.
You can do that much at least, if nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Thanks so much, Isha. Thank you.
So Geeta, Pala, just 1 second. Let's after Geeta, you okay, and then after Pala, we are going to do the process, and then we talk. Geeta.
Good evening. I just wanted to know whether we can do this process even after this
You can
start
do that.
period.
You can do that, definitely. Okay. Sushma, you can do that. But I suggest do not do it after 7 o'clock. Do it next day. Okay, Sushma? Okay. Geeta.
Meetings after 7 p.m.
Because after 7 p.m., there are a lot of other energies and you don't want to open up your aura for so many other things. Okay, so do it in the mornings. That's always safe.
Okay, fine. Yeah.
Whenever you are doing the mediumship, see, and talking to ancestors is also a bit of a mediumship. Protect yourself, okay? Because human beings are very bad and they are also once upon a time human beings. So keep yourself protected. Light a lamp and think about your God and just as if it's protecting you with a light like that. And then you do whatever you want. Okay? Geeta, you were telling something. Your question actually. What was that?
Yeah, I just wanted to know if we can do it even after the start period. And then you said yes. And you said
can
it's
do
better,
that. Anytime
better
you can
to do it during the day with when you protected yourself.
During the Shraddha period, it's something like as if there is a portal opened. Now, if you observe, see that queen died and you are hearing many old people are dying and clearing off. There seems to be like a portal opened up so that people, whoever can easily go. Because there are so many people are helping the ancestor during this time. It's very easy for a soul to move to the light.
Okay.
In an unconventional way, I'm trying to tell you. But if you have your own procedures, like, they do that kind of puja and so, you can please do that also. It's all about raising the vibration. Okay? Okay, so Pala, you have question?
Yeah, say supposing our ancestors are already born, taken birth. So by praying to that ancestor, how would they benefit and how would we benefit?
You remember that I wrote a huge soul, higher self, I said?
Yeah.
And then one little chunk has come down, Isha, I said?
Yeah.
So they might have been born as one more little chunk has gone as someone else already.
Okay.
But their higher self is there.
Oh, okay.
So whatever
So-
you are doing with respect to that higher self, but mostly with that incompletions they have left there.
Oh, okay.
Got it
Mm.
right?
Yes,
Now what
yes.
happens is there is like a I going to my higher self, and maybe there is another parallel personality which is already born, but I can connect to this person very easily through my higher self.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now, whenever I do healing for myself, they will start, whoever is born somewhere will start suddenly becoming better in their life.
Oh, okay.
Got it right? So
Yes,
it
yes.
is multi-dimensional healing. And imagine
Oh,
when we deposit and go, my mother died, so she deposited her experiences and incompletions, everything there, and she went out. Now, 100 people are born and they happen to pick up my mother's past life, my mother as a past life. Okay? When
mm, mm.
I'm
Yeah,
healing my mother as an ancestor, 100 people will heal.
okay.
You got it right?
Yes, yes.
That is the benefit of doing this, so that you can make this earth a better place.
Okay. So when is from Shastra, this Shastra you're talking about, from when to when? I don't really follow this, that's why.
Yeah, I was like that. Maybe this year I'm just getting to know. It is from September 10th to 25th.
Oh, okay.
And
Wow.
there is a beautiful story. It's already 5:43, but I'm just tempted to say that. I think it's about Karna,
Okay.
who did not know about his parents, so he never did this in his life. So when he dies and goes, God say that the only one thing you were not given the opportunity was this, and he feels very bad about it. I couldn't do for my ancestors because I never knew my parents. So thanks Gauri. Yeah, so now this Shraddh can be done only on the 3D as per the stories. Okay. So he says, now I don't have a body. How will I do it? Tarpan and all that. How will I do? So the gods will say that, don't worry, we will send you to a place where nobody knows and nobody will contact you for 15 days, and you can do that and you can come back. So you will finish your desire of doing this for your ancestors. Okay. Okay, Tripti. And what happens is, when he says there could be so many people like me who don't know about their ancestors, parents at all. What about them? You are giving me option because I am a known personality. Then the gods say, okay, we will give to everybody. During this 15 days time, there is no caste and creed or anything, and anybody can do this in any way they want. And even if they don't know their parents, they can just think that the fact that I'm born is I have two parents, no? So whoever they are, for them I will do, you can do that. Got it right? Okay. So we'll have to quickly do it because it's already 5:45. I want to be there at 6 o'clock. So let's do it. All of you make yourself very comfortable. And just close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Just observe your breath, normal breathing. And then just feel your body, because we have thought so many things just now. We have spoken so loudly. It just feels so good to be quiet and not thinking anything much. Calm yourself. The more you calm yourself, the more you can hear the voices. The more you calm yourself, the more you can connect to others. And the others can be ancestors, masters, animals, birds, trees, objects, places, You can talk to anything. You can talk to your higher self too. All you have to do is calm yourself completely. Now, I want you to feel the space inside your head. Just feel how it feels about the closed eyelids. Your ears and your body and all the sounds around you. Everything makes you calmer and calmer, more calmer. Now, with this state of mind, start thinking about one of your ancestors if you know about them. If you don't know any master, any ancestor, you can just call upon your ancestor. Whoever needs to come and connect with you will come. When you are able to see your ancestor, there could be many also. If there are many, you can tell them, one of you can come forward so that I can connect with you. Just look at them, see and feel how they're feeling. Enthusiastic, sad, happy, complaining, irritated, whatever may be. Sense from their body language, how do they feel? Just make a mental note of it. You can do a namaskar as a connection. And then ask them, can I connect with you and talk to you for some time? You know, you will know it. If they're very eager to talk to you, you know that's an answer. If they're not, then you say that I accept your decision. But for whatever reasons you have come here, I will honor that. And if you have identified those emotions, you help clearing them, which I'm going to guide you now. Otherwise, if they are eager to connect with you, then we can start talking to them. But before that, whatever emotions you have identified, give that a name. Like if you feel that they're angry, you give the name anger. That is only for your identification. Give some name for that and keep looking at that ancestor and you say, I see your anger. I see your emotion. You say whatever that is. I acknowledge it. And if you resonate with that, you say, I resonate with that. But whatever happened, happened in the past. And the time has come to let go of it. And if you let go, you will free yourself. You will free us in your generation, in your line of generations from this karmic entanglement. And you can do a great work of liberating all of us from this. And then you take a deep breath and let go of that feeling of that emotion from you, from your own heart. Take 2-3 breaths and let go of it. And every time you're letting go of it, you say that I am letting go of my ancestors, whatever that emotion said, from every part of my body today. And in turn, I'm helping my ancestor to liberate himself or herself from this. I'm allowing myself to liberate from all of this. I understand this happened in the past, but today I'm liberating myself from this. Observe what happens to the ancestor. Then, if you have any question to ask the ancestor, you can do that. If you want to ask any message from the ancestor, you can do that also. I'll give you a minute. Go ahead and talk to them or get the message. Now, if you're able to finish, well and good. If not, tell the ancestor that you'll again connect to them. And if you have any questions, then tell them that I have a lot of questions, I want to talk to you. Then you can also tell them that if they're not willing to give you message, you can tell them, give me the message in my dream. Or give me signals that whatever you told me is happening to me. And then bow at them, do a namaskar. And then you can tell them that if they look up, they will see the bright light and they can go to the light. And then tell them that you need their blessings all the time. And also you can tell them that I'm so happy that I'm in your lineage. Because of you, I am here today. And then take a blessings from them and just think, what's your name? Where you are sitting? You can wriggle your legs and hands. Observe your breath. Take one deep breath to feel your breath. And you can open your eyes. Okay. Pretty much this is all you need to do. Which part extends is the part where I gave 1 minute time for you, can go up till 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever minutes you want. Okay, pretty much this is what you do. And if there is some kind of a heavy emotions, you might have to work a lot. You might have to kind of talk to them and convince them more, like how you talk to and convince your child. That's how it is. Okay. That's all. It's actually very simple, easy, and it's so nice because they would want to connect to you, right? So you can all do that. Try doing it every day. Connect to the ancestor, not just one. Connect to many people, because after some time some of the ancestor won't come. I'm tired of talking to her, kind of things. So you connect to many people, and somebody will come, and there will be so many very highly evolved ancestors. They will help you in many ways. You know, so many people have written books about with all of this. It's not just ancestors. You can connect to anybody like this, basically. But in the coming few weeks, we will connect to masters and we'll get the information. So many things we'll do. This is till 25th. Please do every day talking to your master. Talking to an ancestor. Okay. You can also do one more thing. If you are a person, Arey yaar, I can see them, but I can never get a message. What do I do? Use your cards. If you have oracle cards or any cards, you ask a question, open a card, and that will be your answer, right? Or you don't have cards. You have newspaper at home. You have some magazine at home. Just ask the question, open the magazine, put your hand on some random word. Read that word, try to understand. These will all help you to intuitively connect to the ancestor and understand things. Or observe your dreams, at least till 25th. Write down who came in the dream and what did they tell you, types. It's really magical, actually. You know, it's very nice. Okay.
Isha, it could be very positive conversation also. There's nothing, you know, like.
What do you think?
I mean, yeah.
Meant to be very positive.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
yeah.
it's a huge incompletion.
Yeah, I mean, there was no anger, no nothing, no remorse, nothing. It was just
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
Isha, it's 6 already, so I want to remind you, you have to leave.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
That's okay. What I'm saying is, it has to be a positive conversation. Of course, in between some negative might come, but if there is negative, then you have to heal it. That's the point,
Okay.
right? That's the whole point of that, clearing that cloud.
One last question.
Okay, Pala.
No, can you just simply say 7 generation from my father's side and 7 generation from my mother's side?
What
Very
if the
generally.
8th generation wants to come? Are you restricted?
Sorry?
What if the 8th generation person wants to come?
Oh, okay. So all the generation from my mother's side and
Anybody,
father's
free flow. It's like, I'm here. Can I help you? You know, you enter a bank and they'll say, can I help you? Whether they help you or not is different, but they're open for everybody.
side. Thank you.
Like that,
That's all.
okay? So let's try till 25th. Keep trying. Remember, the more you try, the more you do, you're making this earth a better place. That's the most wonderful thing. Okay? Okay, take care.
Thank you.
Okay, take care. Thank you.
I want all of you to please bless this right now between 6 to 6:30. Okay? Yeah. Take care, people. Bye.
Leptospirosis is the name.
Yeah.
Leptospirosis.
Yeah, you're right. That's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bye.